In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, we'll just take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hello. Hi, and welcome to Here, Hold My Earrings. I'm your DM, Al, and today we have Henrietta, Yvonne, Rebecca, Laura, Susan, and Yoni. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway, and I play a college-started druid named Dalin.
Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Canada, and I play Cracker, a half-orc barbarian.
Rebecca?
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I play Orla, a human cleric. And I'm from Germany.
Laura?
Hey, I'm Laura. I'm also from Germany, and I'm playing Byleth, a Dragonborn wizard.
Susan?
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm from America, and I play Moxie, a half-elven bard.
And Yoni? Anybody else here, Yoni?
No.
No.
Yoni? And Yoni dies.
Yeah.
She continued
into
to
a
float away
ditch.
from the boat and just disappeared into the ether.
Yoni, if you can hear us, we cannot hear you. Somebody want to text her in the chat, in the general chat? I'll text her in the game chat. I'm going to get started. All right, Rebecca has kindly offered to do the recap for us.
All right. So last week we just fled, running for our lives, because while our attempt to get the two deities back, like just together, like the mom and dad together, didn't work out. We had a huge fight, and then yeah, well, this giant mind flayer rose out from the sea. And so after that we fled by boat, and while
Be right back.
so we fled by boat, but before we left, we managed to find snatch some things up from the statues, and we found two pearls, one of which was a black pearl, which were able to use for the purpose of identifying our loot. So now we were on this boat in the dark lake, the burning wreckage of the town we left in the distance, and well, we started rowing the boat, or rather, Cracker was rowing on one side, and Dylan, as a saber-toothed tiger, was rowing on the other side, I believe with her mouth. And they were doing a mind link so to actually get moving into the same direction. We found some scroll tubes which Mira read, and so the most important one was a map of the Dark Lake, which Mira then defaced and drew a dragon on it. And we also found several areas where we were not supposed to go and some where we wanted to go, which was maybe the mushroom people. We also found a description of Limogugu, which but the pages that were talking about Limogugu, they smelled of the mold, which was suspicious. We also found a map of maybe how to get to Graven Hollow. Then, during pretty much all of our journey, Byleth was very, very, very busy identifying literally every single item that we have. And so now we are a lot smarter about our things. Also, Byleth then deservedly got a septum piercing out of the ring of non-detection that that Pierce didn't exactly give to her, but she took from his dead body. Also, there was like we saw some blobs in the water, and Poops and Pool was not sure if these fish were friendly or not. We fed him a marble and a ball bearing for no reason at all, and then decided to go to a tiny island that looked like a crooky Campbell falling out of the dragon's mouth. Because we thought maybe if we want to talk to these fish people, maybe we should do it on shore where we are actually in, that's kind of our area. We're not very good in water. But as soon as we got to shore, some of us like very much falling out of the boat instead of like gracefully stepping out. We saw these 3 Kuator, including Pearl, who we already knew from the town, and they were drawing weapons. And then suddenly other things appeared. These they looked like kind of like a sort of a cross between humans and hyenas, and they were yelling something about sacrifices for Yinugu, which is someone we haven't encountered before. And that's everything.
Excellent. Very good. It wasn't a giant mind flare that came out of the water, just to be clear. It was Demogorgon.
Oh, Demogorgon.
Yeah. Demogorgon is a bit different. He looks, if he had a gender, he looks more like this. 2 baboon heads, basically. And a bunch of tentacles for arms, whereas Mind Flayer basically looks like an octopus head, actually a squid or octopus, with the tentacles attached to the neck and body of a human being. But yeah, very good recap. Thank you. Did anybody else want to add anything? Okay. So you have stumbled upon an island overgrown with some fungi, and it is full of these. I'm going to swap out Pearl since we have the nice Pearl image. And I love that one. That is great. And we have the rather irate group of hyena-looking people, which some of you actually would know as gnolls because they're quite famous on the surface as being incredibly brutal and violent, chaotic evil to the core. Followers of Yinugu, which is another demon lord and god. And they mentioned something about a sacrifice. What would you all like to do? He says as he sets up the turn order tracker.
They look super friendly, right?
Yeah, super
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Lean your head forward to let me kiss it. One of them might say, maybe. Okay, so how can we go forward with the story? Who wants to tell me what they want to do, if any?
Can we jump on the boat and go away?
Run the other direction.
I think that
Yeah,
might
I
be a
mean,
good plan.
you could.
is-
There's nothing stopping you jumping into the boat, technically. But the whole point was to bring Poops and Pool in contact with some of the survivors of his village and see if there wasn't some way that they could all get back together and console each other, possibly.
This is true.
They could get on our boat.
Yes, they could get on your boat. There's no guarantee that there isn't another boat that some of these other gnolls could be using.
To chase them.
A high-speed boat chase, like out of Miami Vice. Tech Nine's blasting in the background, some hot 80s disco music going. Phil Collins.
Well, are the hyena people attacking us?
They haven't done anything yet. They very clearly stated in common, surface common, that they wanted to add you to the list of potential sacrifices for Yeenoghu. So unless they are pescatorians and they only want to eat the kotoa, or maybe they're vegetarians and they were really eyeing the mushrooms growing on the island. Seems slightly unlikely, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean,
Mira is just going
considering
to
what-
wave and say, "Hello there."
Okay.
I don't know why my voice went this high, and why my accent went.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask what everybody's doing all at the same time before I start giving back any feedback. So Mira's waving, super friendly, slightly too high pitch voice, but that's okay.
Yeah, uncomfortable, like, hi.
Yeah. Yvonne, what's Cracker doing?
Well, I'm standing there ready to battle. I have my great axe already ready before those guys popped out. So I guess I'm just standing there ready.
Flexing. Yeah.
Flexing. Yeah.
Okay. Are you kissing
Looking
the
cool.
kissing the biceps? You know.
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Henrietta, what's Dalin Tiger doing?
I am going to. I'm not going to start a fight just yet, but I'm going to move over here and just kind of in a pouncing position, ready to pounce and growl.
Okay. Okay, cool. So in case it's not obvious from the map, there is a bit of a height difference from where they're standing versus where the rest of you guys are. I'd say it's about 10 feet from where most of them are standing down to the level where most of the party is. Although if you're moving your token forward, you're actually going to be moving up about 5 feet.
Yeah.
So
Jumping up
they'll be
on
about 5 feet different. A ledge. Okay. Laura?
I mean, I'm standing behind Cracker and she's flexing, so I'm also flexing. It's not quite as impressive, but also flexing, you know. I'm
what's your
saying 10. Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel very cool, and I'm just saying we're not your sacrifice because we are.
Yes. Very good. This is the new septum giving you some additional confidence.
Of course.
You're looking very stylish as you say that. Whether or not it's believable is a separate issue, but it looks cool. Awesome. Okay. Rebecca, what's Orla doing?
Orla is going to step forward between Cracker and Dalin, so in front of Moxie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's going to make eye contact maybe with some of the Quator and just see if they're looking aggressive towards us or aggressive at all or aggressive towards the gnoll.
Oh, sorry if that wasn't clear. So they popped out of the water, and basically, if you remember, some of them are on one side of the theological divide, some are on another. So I think it's fair to say that they kind of popped up out of the water, but they're kind of going at each other, really.
Oh, cool.
So
Then we can leave them to that.
I love how she said that.
Oh dear. Yes. Well, it's live and let live, right? Is kind of
Well,
the saying.
we have bigger problems right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, that's fair enough. Okay.
I need to make more enemies.
You need to make more enemies?
No need to make more
Apparently.
enemies.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, that seems like a to-do list item. Need to make more enemies. First day at your new job, must find an enemy. Okay. And Susan.
Yes. All right. Only because, well, now Orla's standing in front of her. Seems like the norm for Orla now. Let's just stand in front of Moxie. Um, let's see here. So he's within 30 feet.
This is so just to be clear, this isn't really like a full action round. It's more
Yeah.
like sort of what are you guys doing in preparation, if anything?
Mm-hmm. All right.
If somebody starts an attack, that's fine. You're certainly welcome to do it. I'll just kick off initiative at that point. But I just wanted to get a sense because in the past, sometimes people are like, "Oh, do we not get a turn?" Or so I want to make sure you guys have a chance to say what you're doing or preparing for.
Right now, she's kind of preparing for an onslaught of evil because there are arrows and whatnot in the distance that hopefully she can see. So she's just kind of ready to dive out of the way just in case.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, they're all heavily armed, right? Some of them look like they're melee fighters, potentially. Some of them look like they're ranged fighters, but these guys all showed up at a party ready to rumble.
Yeah.
Whereas the fish people, they've got some weapons, but it's not so much that they look dangerous as they're just sort of really upset about things.
Yeah. So basically, she's looking to dive out of the way.
Okay.
Just in case.
Any particular direction, like into the water
or towards
the ground?
Basically hit the ground.
Okay. And
kind of hide behind the fluffy butt in front of her.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good place to hide behind a big butt.
I like big butts that get denied.
These buttocks got denied.
It's so soft and fluffy.
It's like people just walk up to Delin in cat form and randomly like push their faces up against her behind. Okay. So as you are debating what to do, some of the mist over the island clears, which you may not have noticed earlier because you were kind of dealing with some other stuff, and you realize that there is actually an altar on the back of it, and that attached to the altar is a moaning figure.
These people and sacrifices.
Seems to be a common theme down here.
Do I see him standing on the ledge under there?
Yeah, he's actually tied down to it.
Okay, so I can see over the ledge, and I can see him.
Sure. It's big. He's big. He's big on it.
Oh.
Well, this is some roleplay that I would not like to be a part of, so goodbye.
What? Why does the map, does it look like Cut is not on the altar on your map?
He's underneath.
Yeah, he's underneath.
He's under it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure because I can't see in my thing. Okay. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do? You guys have set up your positions. Some of you are being friendly, some of you are being defensive, some of you are being slightly offensive. the gnolls are obviously looking to start a fight.
I'm
The
going.
fish people
Yep.
cower, and they ask you. They seem to be asking Poops and Pool for something. I guess you don't know what it is that they're saying. And they look to the rest of you, but as this happens, Cud gives you a plaintive cry. "Oh, I'm sorry, I just wanted some mushrooms for tea."
Oh no.
Mushrooms for tea? How barbaric. How do you make a mushroom tea?
You put it in hot water. How do you make normal tea?
With mushrooms, it would be soup, wouldn't it be?
One person's soup is another person's tea.
That's bullshit. No.
I'm offended
No,
by
you
that
deserve to
comment.
be there.
Ooh.
Well, okay then. Goodbye, sir. Let's go.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Yeah.
I think some people like that.
Yeah.
You'll be one of
yeah.
those people storming out of the party by yourself. Everybody else will still be.
Trying to
Well-
trying to save the giant.
Is there one of
Have fun
the
dying.
gnolls that look more like the leader than the others?
So interestingly, the one that said you're going to be one of our sacrifices is this guy with
Okay.
the cruel-looking whip.
Mhm.
Actually, I'll give you a little. I'll put a little thing on there just to make it easier to identify. The others look very similar, except for the two off to the side here. They look a little bit less, I don't know, barbaric, cruel, maybe. You know, these guys are all kind of dressed like they're ready to dismember people. These two, I don't know, they kind of look like they're a little bit more refined, if that's a word that you could use for this situation.
I am going to form a mind link to the guy that said that we were going to be sacrifices. And I'm going to say, release the Minotaur or I am going to kill you.
Way
Works.
to not start the fight.
Yeah, none of you can hear what's going on with the Lin, so
Nope.
this is a mind link. It's not open.
All we hear
Yeah,
is a
you really have a
growl.
thing
Yeah.
with not communicating with the party. You just.
You don't mess with Cud. I'm sorry, but you don't.
I don't know about this complaining about other people running off and doing stuff that nobody else approved of. I think that's kind of a pot calling the kettle black situation. Okay, so if we could
Unicorn.
carry on. Lynn. Exactly. Exactly. Now, Lynn, the response telepathically is the equivalent of a gnollish growl and insult to your parents' heritage. And you get the very clear image of Cud being sliced open, eviscerated, and disemboweled in the name of sacrificing and pleasing Yunugu, who looks like a very tall, giant, muscular version of them. And also an image of a bunch of hyenas, actual hyenas, eating and feasting on Cud's body and becoming more like these humanoids in front of you. And he takes this as an indication that perhaps he needs to call up some friends, and he does a quick and you see a number of shadowy figures lurking just below the altar, but you can't quite see what they are just yet. I think we can all roll for initiative.
He said hesitantly.
Well, that's
All the
interesting.
19s.
Wow, that's impressive.
Poor
Hmm.
Rebecca.
Wow, you guys.
Are you sure this is right?
Wow.
That is fantastic. I love it.
I'm not like But I have my token selected. Or maybe not.
What is going on there? That is.
Well,
It's
different
almost like you
numbers,
guys.
so it's just dumb
Yeah.
luck, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
It's
we
great.
all have
Eventually, it
different
has to happen.
Different
initiative.
bonuses and
Yeah.
Okay.
Just weird.
Cool. All right. Who wants to roll for our laughing friends?
Sure,
Sorry.
I'll roll.
I'll use my first initiative. I just needed to get my number in.
Okay. And I think I'm going to have
7.
the Quotoa just disappear into the water, but I'll give them an initiative. Why don't you roll something for them, Yvonne?
no problem. 14.
Okay. Okay. Oh, 140. Hey, there we go. They win. All right. So was it 7? Wait, who rolled
Yes.
7? Okay.
That was me.
I rolled for the Knolls.
Oh, Rebecca rolled. Okay. That's fine.
No, I rolled for myself a 7. I thought you asked who rolled the 7.
Yes. And also Yoni also rolled a 7 for the Knolls.
Ah.
That's fine.
Yes.
I'm going to say they go ahead of Orla. And actually
Hi.
these. Well, I mean, technically they're a little faster than you, but I shouldn't really.
Okay.
I mean, it's like it's like my dog when I come home from being out for like 2 hours. He's.
Did he wish you a happy Father's Day?
We don't have Father's Day here until later.
That's next week.
In Europe and America on slightly different dates from Mother's and Father's Day. Okay. So we have got Cracker up first. Oh, Dylan, I don't know who should be first out of the 4 of you.
It makes sense that Delin would be first because she was making an aggressive maneuver already.
And she's a cat. Cracker, Moxie, Mira. I think you guys are all pretty much the same. Who wants to go first out of the 3 of you? Cracker, Moxie, or Mira?
Not me.
Okay, Cracker, Moxie, and Mira. That's the order.
That works
Excellent.
for me.
I'll make it 22 just so in case we lose it, we know who goes 20. Okay, there we go. Cool. Dylan. Meow.
Yep. I'm just gonna attack the one in front of me. Just start there. Work up the ladder.
Right.
Let's see. Let's do claw attack on that guy. 24 to hit and 16 slashing.
What?
That's
No, cheating is not pretty.
Why?
Who said we were cheating? The die like us today.
Bunch of 19 rolls. I mean, yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, well done. So you hit him. He literally fur and blood goes flying everywhere. They're screaming, they're shouting. They're all excited actually. Even the fact that they're getting slaughtered themselves is like they're all running around, circling each other. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna give the leader a evil eye. Growl.
I don't know.
I want to see a tiger give the evil eye.
I feel like in life, Henrietta I think she can lose her temper, but I think it would be very hard for her to actually intimidate anybody before she loses her temper.
I feel like now I need to draw a Delin with like an evil eye instead of a pearl in her mouth.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay, so who's up next?
I'm going to assume that with 40 speed, I can get to here, up the stairs there.
Yeah, sure.
Can I run up the stairs? Okay, and I'm going to swing right at this guy right there.
Okay, the guy who
And I'm
sort of
raging.
gave the challenge. Yep.
Yep, and I'm
Okay.
obviously pretty pissed.
Okay. So you didn't click your rage, but it's okay. We can add
Oh, I
whatever it is.
didn't.
Is it +2 damage or
Yeah, it's +2 damage. It is clicked actually.
is
Weird.
it? You want to try it again?
Yeah, I do.
Just for a test.
Hmm.
It usually does
I'm gonna
put the
click it
rage
off
on
and
there.
on. Hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna take it off, turn it on, take it off, turn
Have
it
you
on.
tried turning your rage on and off again?
I just take the first one, but I'll go again. Oh, there. Now it's weird.
Oh,
Next time
sorry. 8
I'll
doesn't
do
hit.
that.
But
Ah, crap.
Oh.
This
No.
is 17.
okay, all right. Okay. So 17 hits, and you do
16 slashing.
18 points of damage. Wow.
Oh yeah, 18.
Or if you want to do 16, that's fine.
No, 18's great. I like 18. 18's a good number. It's my
Nice
favorite number.
high number.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Very good. Moxie.
Second attack, second
Okay.
attack, second attack.
Oh gosh.
Nope.
No, it's too late. I
Yeah.
already missed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and my movement, man. I always think if I run that far, I can't do a second attack, and I'm stuck in Pathfinder brain. I'm sorry.
Level
Carry on.
5. Okay, your homework assignment is to actually
Yes, I
reread
know.
your class
I
abilities
have it
and your
open
race
right here.
and your race abilities because you
I know.
keep forgetting some of the things you can do as a half orc as well.
If we die because of this.
Well, she did actually roll twice.
I did actually roll.
Times,
Yeah,
actually.
but I didn't. I was in Pathfinder brain. See, the problem is I play Pathfinder the night before this game, and I'm always having to reprogram my brain.
It's been like a year and a half.
I know.
Now.
I know.
It's-
I know. I know.
It's because
It's-
she didn't get enough sleep. She's
That
still
too.
Yeah.
sleepy.
A year and a half. A year and a
Yippee.
half. Okay.
know.
All right. Moxie, hit it.
He's like, fine, we're just gonna let the
Carry
youngin'
on.
go. All right. Let's see here. Do.
Oh, and Henrietta, your tiger form doesn't get 2 attacks?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Moxie?
Moxie's turn. All right, we are going to throw a Dissonant Whispers at this guy.
Which guy? Sorry.
This
Who's good?
one.
Okay. The one that Henrietta Delin's already attacking.
Yep. And so they need a wisdom saving throw. Shall I roll or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do.
Ooh.
They take.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on out on a limb and say that that's enough. So he goes down. How does it look to the rest of the folks?
Instead of him like actually laughing and cackling because it's funny and he's happy, he's in agonizing pain because I just basically told him he's not as bright as he thought he was and would make a better tiger dinner than the cow would make dinner for him. So, and he just kind of collapses in pain and just poof, he's dead. Talk
Wow.
about a migraine.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Nice. Mira.
Mira is going to use Chill Touch on this one. Can you see that when I select it?
See what?
I'm clicking on the guy that I want to attack.
Oh, if you want to like ping like everybody else does, you have to click once, hold it down.
Oh. Yeah,
There you
I want to
go.
attack this guy
Mhm.
with Chill Touch.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Oh, my advantage is my advantage on? Yeah, sorry. So
It's okay.
I'll roll it. Yeah.
No, 12's fine. 12's gonna miss. In general, if you do roll with advantage or disadvantage and incorrectly, we just basically take the left number. So
Oh, okay.
just to keep things rolling. Okay, so that's gonna go flying past, and it'll be anything else? Any movement or anything for any of you guys? No.
No, she likes staying in the back.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. All right, so that'll be Violet's turn.
I would like to go a little bit closer, like up here, so I can look
Mm.
cool and strong. Even though I'm not really, but it's okay. And I would like to attack this guy that Cracker already, attacked. With
Mhm.
Chromatic Orb,
Mm.
Thunder, or Lightning. That's what I want to do. Yes,
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
Nice.
very nice.
We're on a
rolls.
roll, ladies.
Yeah, we are finally.
Yay!
Can't I
Take
select
that, I say.
him? Take that. Very good. Okay. Yeah. He's so it's lightning you said or thunder?
Lightning.
Okay. So as the lightning courses through him, it literally sets all of the fur on end, and he just looks like he's grown like 20%, but you know that it's just like the crackling electricity running through his fur. Poops and Pool, who's still connected to you all telepathically via sponges, spores, goes, shocking.
It is.
Hold on.
No. Get it ready for next time. There'll be more. Trust me. There'll be plenty more. Okay. The Quotoa. So, as a vote, although there are technically an even number of you, so we might not get a good answer. What is each individual person's vote for what the Quotoa do collectively, including Poops and Pool? Henrietta.
What I hope happen or what I think happens. That's two different things.
Yeah, let's exercise our role playing skills. Put yourselves in the mind of the Quotoa.
To be honest,
it's okay. Yeah.
To be honest, seeing what Poops and Pool have done in every other fight we have been in, he will jump in the water and run away. And probably the others as well. Maybe, well, yeah, they don't look too tough, to be honest.
Okay. Yvonne, what's your opinion?
Same. They've just been traumatized and they were sort of fighting against each other, but yeah, they would self-preservation for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Laura?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they're also already injured, so they would probably, go in the water.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Rebecca?
I want to give a different opinion. And I think I can argue it because we see this altar and we see that these people have a different god, and they're very religious people and they don't like opposing religions. So maybe they see that there's strong people next to them, so maybe they'll help us.
Interesting. Yes, that's a very good argument, I would say as well. I think everybody's made good arguments regardless of which position they're taking.
Yeah.
Susan?
True.
Well, kind of splitting the difference here. I think Pearl and Poops are going to run away because they're not like the strongest of them, but the two that were fighting earlier will stay and basically attack.
Yes, that's a very good distinction. Okay, and Yoni?
In the same in the same branch that Rebecca was thinking about the altar and having a different religion. Maybe they want a new god and they'll turn on us just to get a new god.
Oh, interesting. Right. Okay, that's a totally different line. Yeah. Instead of attacking the gnolls, they'll attack you, is what you're saying.
I mean, we just killed some of their people as well.
Right.
So I don't really know how they think about us.
This is a very fair point, actually.
And I don't know how well Poops and Pool can communicate. And also
Right.
keeping in mind that he was excommunicated.
Yes. Yes. For all you know, you may have killed one or more of at least one of their relatives or friends. So they may have vengeance in mind. That's a very good point. I think you all.
Just be on the winning side, basically.
Mm-hmm. I think you all made excellent points, and we're going to go ahead with all of those. So, Poofs is going to dive into the water, but he's just going to he's going to just hover there and tread water. Pearl is going to come over to Byleth and stand behind Byleth, and she puts one hand on Byleth's shoulder, and with the other hand, she offers her a small handful of what appears to be caviar.
Oh, yeah.
She has a crush.
Yep.
Aw.
I take
And-
it.
Girl, get your priorities straight.
You take it?
Yeah, very
Do you
confused.
do anything with it?
I'm just looking at it, very confused, and then I show it to Orla.
Right. In the middle of combat, you're like handing out hors d'oeuvres. Would you like some? They're very good, actually. They're a little bit salty, but they're very funky. The Knolls are like, can we get this all going here? Are we having a fight? What's going on here?
I'm also throwing some at them.
You're throwing some?
Yeah,
You're throwing her eggs at the Knolls?
just like 1 or 2.
Oh no. She runs in front to try to go fetch them back.
Oh no! Oh my god.
Whoops. There goes Pearl.
Oh no.
No.
She's flapping her arms like wildly, like she's suddenly very upset and desperate. Okay. This one is the Kotoa. This was the Blipdool poop follower, I believe. This one is going to come over to your side and shoot a crossbow bolt at the injured one, actually. Go ahead and roll an attack roll. Susan, go ahead and do that.
Okay. Ah.
All right. Yeah, so that's actually going to be enough to kill it.
Nice.
Right through the eye. And this one is going to run over here and attack Moxie.
Of
So-
course.
Go ahead and roll that attack roll, Rebecca.
Okay. That's a 5.
Okay,
Phew.
excellent. There we go. I think that was pretty exciting. Does Maliborn do anything? We forgot to ask about Maliborn and Sponge. And Sponge is a non-combatant, definitely. Shrieker and Sponge are totally non-combatants.
Well,
Yeah.
Sponge
What
again.
about Maliborn?
Chuck Shrieker in
What-
at Maliborn.
Would
Yeah.
Maliborn
question
protect
again is-
Moxie?
Yeah.
The question is,
Mhm.
what side is he on? Like,
What
does
side
he
is who
like
on?
us? Maliborn, does he like us?
He likes
Of
me.
Course. He likes women.
He likes Moxie.
He's a bit afraid
go
of
with
them.
that.
but-
I think whether or not he likes you is almost irrelevant.
Yeah,
Is it in survival
because we're
mode?
female.
Yes, exactly. He knows nothing else, really. Once he's tasted
Oh, yeah.
freedom, then he may have his own opinion.
And I guess he'll just follow what we do, right?
Well,
Or does he
would
wait
he?
for us to tell him to do something?
Probably wait for us to tell him to do something.
As
Considering-
the
I mean, Moxie has
as the
Moxie has been
Aztec
buttering him up,
civilization was
so-
nearly wiped out by 120 Spaniards riding horses and using muskets because the emperor god king gave no orders to attack, thinking that the Spanish were gods themselves.
Gotcha.
They literally slaughtered them as they stood there, welcoming them with open arms. Okay. He's not quite that
I mean,
servile, but he's definitely not going to go and do something really aggressive because he doesn't know what you want. It's
Yeah.
obvious that you're in a fight, but you from the scars you've seen on his otherwise beautiful body, it's clear that he's been punished and or quote unquote corrected many, many times. Okay. So, aside from Laura preparing web for Byleth,
I'm sorry. Wasn't on
no,
purpose.
it just FYI, I don't mind if you guys do stuff like that, and I think that's great. In fact, I prefer that you do that so that when it gets to your turn, you're not, sitting there trying to decide. So definitely go ahead. The Gnolls. First of all, this one next to Pearl will attack Pearl.
No.
It's all your fault, Byleth.
I take the
you
blame.
literally
I know.
threw her babies.
Mhm.
I thought it was, good at the moment, but yeah.
I think, Laura, you should roll the attack roll.
All right. Can I
Nice,
make
nat 20.
it? Wait, what do I have? A 6
have-
from a
Do you have a
portent.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well done, you.
Uh,
Okay, yeah. So the Gnoll winds up, gets ready to attack, and suddenly, almost as if it was divine providence, something seems to guide its hand, and the three-headed flail misses completely.
haha.
Pearl, sensing something has altered the course of fate, looks over her shoulder again at you coyly, and gives you a wink.
I'm gonna wink back.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Without speaking any
Stop
fish
stringing
language,
her along.
you get the impression that Pearl is very confused.
Giving mixed signals, keep her interesting.
Hot and
Yeah.
cold.
So
Poor Pearl.
Pearl's so lost. Do you like me or
Yes.
not? Come
Do
on.
you like me? Do you not like me? Are you with somebody else? Is it like an open thing? I mean, what are we talking here?
You take my eggs, but you throw them. I mean,
Then you
And you saved me.
protect me. Then you give me a wink. Okay,
Emotional
so
manipulation 101.
it is. She looks very, very confused. The coloration on her scales changes from green to red to purple, back to red, back to green, and silvery.
She's the pride flag.
there we go.
Okay. You've got the big leader here up against Cracker. He barks something. And let's see. You are going to get hit twice by this whip. If you're from the south. Let's have some attack rolls, Henrietta. 2, please.
Okay, so we can give orders and attack at the same time.
Mm.
Well, we can never do that.
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe he's special.
Why is he special?
19 and 17. Because I said so. Be quiet. Golly, Jesus. Okay. That will be 10 points.
Sorry,
and
Cracker.
6 points. 16 points. You're
Okay,
raging,
so
so you
half
can
that.
take half. Yes.
you.
But roll a strength check for me. See we play.
All right. Not a save, just a strength check. Okay.
Yeah.
16.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, give me 2 because
Okay.
they're both hit. They're definitely both going to hit.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay.
Oh, weird.
Amazing.
Yeah.
16 and
Two
16.
Yeah. The day of multiple same rolls. Okay. So you're going to manage to avoid getting entangled and whipped, but it comes very close to sort of grappling you around the neck. These two are going to run around the ledge and come over here and also attack Cracker since Cracker's close. rather than jump down and face a big, angry, furry cat. Let's have 2 more attack rolls. Rebecca and Yoni, you can each roll an attack.
7.
Oh,
11.
ooh, what's Cracker's armor class?
15.
Ooh, okay, so that one's gonna hit. That'll be 8 points. Which is to say a further 8 points. Okay. Now these two, this one's going to, the one that's actually carrying a spear is going to, or a staff rather, is going to drop a staff and pull out what appears to be a bow as well. And they're both going to shoot. I guess they would shoot. Who was it who did all that damage? Was it Mira?
I didn't
Moxie?
do any damage. I missed.
Moxie did some damage. Yes,
Yeah.
that was Moxie. They'll try to shoot, I guess, Byleth, because Byleth's actually in front. So they move over here and take 2 pot shots. Plink, plink. Let's have some attack rolls there. Yvonne, would you like to roll 1? Susan, would you like to roll 1?
5.
13.
I think the 13 is going to hit. No.
Mhm.
Okay. So that'll be 8 points for you.
Right.
Okay. And you see those shadows that were slinking around in the corner. They start to make themselves seen. 3 of them pop out and run up to the dead knoll that Delin just killed.
Oh,
Can we adopt one?
They're so adorable.
Sure.
You can
Yeah,
try.
You can certainly
try.
They look like zebra kitties.
Just remember, I'm first in the
Yeah.
initiative. They might not survive that long.
Dylan
and
snacks.
they start chewing on the body of the dead knoll, and you hear something growling in the background. It sounds like growling, but actually, the more you think about it, the more it sounds like maybe it's a chant. And the gnolls fall over onto their backs. They start spitting up blood and vomit, convulsing so violently that it almost looks as if they're coming in on themselves and curling up and then breaking apart and then stretching out their arms. And then you realize you're not just imagining it, it's actually happening. Their bones are changing, their structure's changing, they're growing. And they suddenly become full-grown adult gnolls and stand up.
With weapons?
Yes, with weapons.
Where did they hide that? I wonder.
Is that possible?
She asks the
armor?
druid that hides all of her equipment inside her when she changes shape.
Magic, baby.
So,
Yeah,
so
no,
the
but we
hyenas
can.
are like.
I can do this all day long, Henrietta. I can do this all
I'm
day
just
long.
kidding. I'm just in one of those moods.
So, the hyenas are like
apparently everybody is.
reverse. They're like reverse Wendigos.
Okay, so
Mm.
just for that, 4 more of them show up. No, okay.
What?
Orla.
All right. I am going to
Weapons.
Sorry.
It was, in fairness, it was a fair question, but it was like, with weapons?
Kind of incredulously,
Fair.
like, how is
it
that
was a little-
possible?
Okay, sorry, Rebecca.
I'm going to channel my divinity.
You sure will.
DC 14, I believe, for everyone.
Wow. Including Cud?
No, I'm targeting all of them that have attacked us, or so I'm not targeting. I'm also attacking the Kreatur that attacked Byleth, but I'm not I'm not
Moxie.
targeting the one that's helping us, and also not Pearl.
Okay. Which is going to make her feel all the more confused. Okay, cool. So that is 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What about the 3 new ones that popped up down here by the dead knoll?
They look like the others, so yes, I'm attacking them as well. I'm targeting them as well.
Well, if they weren't attacking you before, sometimes they just need a little cuddle early in life, and they could have taken a different path. But if you're going
Well,
to profile them, that's up to you. You can do what
yeah,
you
they
want.
don't look like unicorns, so I'm not gonna assume they're nice.
Yeah, no, we're not going there. No, we're not.
You're gonna have to live with it.
No, yeah,
Yep.
it's okay. All right, you chose
Next.
that. You chose it.
Okay. Do I roll all the saves?
Yeah, you can roll all the saves. I think you should roll the last 3 for sure. Let's see how that turns out. You want to set it up as 90
Yes,
20s? That's
90
fine.
20.
Okay.
We can go from top to bottom.
Damn.
Wasn't it 10?
Yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, so you need a 14. These are con saves. Okay. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pretty split, actually. Looks like 4, 14 are over, and 5 not. Okay, but they all take damage, don't they? It's just half
Yes, they
versus not.
half damage.
Okay.
Yes.
But didn't
Okay.
you also the Kuatoa that was hitting bad?
Oh yes, right.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did I not count him?
I didn't count them.
2, 3, 4,
I forgot.
6.
Yep. One more.
Okay, I'm one more. That's a 9.
Okay. Yes. So so I'm gonna set up all these things. Who's next?
I
Dylan?
have.
You have something else you want to do?
I'm
Of course you
thinking,
do.
should I use my bow? I mean, honestly, yes. I'm gonna use my bonus action for spiritual weapon,
Okay.
and I'm attacking. I'm first attacking. Yeah, you know what? I'm attacking the one that's close to between Moxie and Byleth. Because
Okay.
that's a 23 for 6 force damage.
Wow.
I think it's
Okay.
dead.
No. Why would it be
It
the
was,
one next? Why would it be dead? 6 force damage?
I thought she was attacking this one because this
Wait.
is the one that attacked us, not this one.
Oh, sorry.
But-
I got confused. Yep.
This one attacked me.
Yeah, but why would 6 damage be enough to kill it?
No, I was referring to the additional 12. But yeah, never mind. I'm going back to my brain now.
Okay. All right. Confusing me. Okay. Doing all these calculations. And how much did you do originally there with your one of your 2 multi attacks there, Yvonne? On the leader?
Hold on one sec.
16.
Okay, you find that. 16, thanks.
18. Plus
Okay.
2 rage. Because they
Yeah,
didn't.
18.
Yeah.
16.
Plus 2 rage.
16.
18 because it's my favorite number.
Okay. All right. So you've hit him with your spiritual weapon, and you had 12 damage on top of that. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah, he's looking pretty bad. Not dead yet. And if anybody's metagaming, I don't always use the exact hit point count. And plus, you don't know exactly what he is or it. Okay. Very good. Anything else there, Rebecca? Very nice turn. Very busy.
No, I'm not going to run away from him while he's still within my friend, like next my friends.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Who's next?
Me.
Dylan.
Yeah. Can I see if Cut is tied down with ropes or chain or?
Yeah, it's not chains like links of metal. It looks like it could be a rope, but it's hard to tell at this stage. From your distance, it's like a straight line of some kind as opposed to links with holes in them.
Okay. Do I have to use double movement to jump up 5 feet?
Oh, wow, no.
So I can kind of get up around here without additional movement?
You can definitely move there. You can't. You may or may not be able to get there without being attacked. But yeah.
Yeah. I can take the hits. I am going to jump up here.
Okay.
And I am going to I'm going to swipe that guy one time.
Okay.
On my
Okay.
way.
Right.
As I go past.
Smack him with your tail.
Yep, with my claw. That's another 24 for 16 damage.
Wow, how can you do so much
Ooh-wee.
damage?
I love it.
It's
He's a
2d6
tiger.
plus 5. So and I roll a 5 and a 6 both times. So just luck.
Oh, because of your strength modifier being +5?
Yep.
Oh, I see. Very
Well,
impressive.
it's plus 5 in the beast manual.
Yep. Okay.
So
Very good. Yeah, he dies. Anything special there?
I just kind of use my claw to scratch out his throat and roar.
Nice.
And I am going to move a little bit closer to Cud over here just in case. The rest of my movement, just to get between them and Cud.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Good turn, Cracker.
Quick question. If I am attacking with reckless attack and I'm raging and I take my first attack on this person here, can I
Mhm.
take my second attack on this person here? If this person dies? Or do I know enough that they fall and then I can turn and attack? Like it for
Yeah.
a double attack,
you-
it makes sense that I'd see it die and then I would move on to the next guy.
No, yeah, I mean, just sorry, Yvonne. If I could ask you just to take a look at again, just to refresh your memory, that would be great. But yes, you can in 5th edition, you can swing around, you can move in between attacks. You can certainly change
Right.
direction, redirect. So
I just wasn't sure if I could redirect my attack to a new target.
absolutely, you can.
Alrighty, then I am recklessly attacking the same guy directly in front of me.
Okay, but
I
of course, as you know, reckless attack only applies to the first attack.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so there's my first attack, 24
Okay.
with 7 damage.
Oh,
Not a lot.
not a lot. Okay. He looks
And
injured, but he's not like dead.
okay, then I'm just gonna take my second attack right on him. Gonna
Okay.
keep going.
Okay.
13.
That is
15.
gonna I guess the first one was it was such a light touch that you kind of want to overcompensate, so you really wind up, but as you do, as sometimes one does, when you overcompensate with too much strength, you kind of lose control and you just go whiz right over his head. It looked like if you had connected, it would have done a lot of damage, but instead you just spin around in place. It looks very impressive, though.
Good. I intimidate. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Moxie.
Moxie's turn. All right. So if I move, that's going to give him attack of opportunity, and I don't want to do that. So we are going to take out our little dagger that's on our hip, and we're going to stab at this Koatoa that decided it wanted to attack me.
Do you make any noises? Do you say stabby, stabby?
More like a growl and a fuck off, you stupid fish idiot.
Or like the Japanese restaurant greeting, Shimonose. All right. 21. Yeah, that definitely works. Okay. And he does, you stab him in the guts, some fish guts come spilling out, and he kind of curls up, leans over, and then falls face forward, basically at your feet and at Orla's feet. Maliborn avoids the ickiness, kind of daintily steps aside. Ugh. And he
You
kind of
got us.
scrapes some of it off of his boot. These are velvet.
You got us dinner.
Nom nom nom. Fish for dinner, ladies. And then we're going to
Poops and Pool
move.
peeks his head up out of the water and just looks at you both, like just absolutely shocked out of his mind.
And we're going to move over here.
Psychic impression that he says something like barbarian. Now, you're going past this. Oh, yeah, he's technically your ally now. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is it.
Okay. Mira.
Mira is going to chill touch this guy.
I don't see this guy. Hold down. Just
This
hold
guy.
down. Just
Yeah,
slow.
I'm
Calm
seeing
down.
it.
Yeah. I can hear you clicking madly in the background. Like, just
See it?
why would you click on it? Damn it!
I was going to
Okay.
say, I
also
see it.
I see it now. I see it now. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Your mouse breaks.
Death to the
Is-
mouse.
And is there something weird with the moon going on? Why is everybody like in such a bizarre mood? And I don't mean that like as a woman having PMS thing. I just mean in general. Cycle doesn't.
I don't think we were thinking that.
Computers, men.
I was thinking that.
dogs,
Me too,
birds,
honestly.
It affects fish. Okay. All right. Yes, I'm
this
not
is just
sexist.
like a very loud mouse. So if I go like this is like a light touch, and you can already hear it.
Yes, but when you do it like 15,000 times in a second, we start thinking there's something else going on. Or don't, if you break your mouse, then I'm going to have to tell you to go get your mouse, a new mouse, and your microphone, which then is going to precipitate some passive aggressiveness again. All right. Anything else from Mira?
Again? When did it
You
stop?
Oh, gee, yeah, seriously.
Sorry. Okay. I'm
Technically, Ivy should have had turns as well. I keep forgetting. So,
done. She's still stuck in a pot.
She's just chilling with poop.
She's just chilling.
Okay.
She's hanging
chilling
out
like
with
a villain.
poops.
Yeah, doing patty cakes.
Yeah. All right. Nothing else from Mira, right?
Just that guy cannot regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Well, that's if you hit, but unfortunately, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they've got armor and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It bounces off of his armor. Nothing else?
Nope.
Okay. Byleth. I know what Byleth's going to do.
I also think I know what I'm gonna do. Are those things? Could I anchor a web on those things? Are they
Yeah. Yeah,
sturdy?
so to be clear, these are very large mushrooms and other
Mhm.
fungi. This is like the trumpet mushroom, right? That's huge.
Mhm.
All the rest of this stuff is just basically kind of like the underdark fungi equivalent of basic small brush and grass. So there's nothing there.
That's very unfortunate.
I'm sorry. But these are big enough. This is big enough.
Mhm. All right, then I think, yeah, would
I feel like
like.
she's so young, but she's very good at making you feel like you disappointed her. That's very
You did
unfortunate.
disappoint me. I wanted to get the big one, but I think that's not possible. So
You
so
can still
then,
cast it. It just won't stay there for very long. Right?
yeah, that would be cool. So I
I
want to
know.
cast like between this one and this one, so that one
Okay.
edge is here, and I made it, but like this. Wait, no. It's a
Oh.
bit fucked up, but you know what I mean. So that it gets like
Mm,
basically like those.
these guys like that.
Mhm.
Is that good?
And yes, that's good.
So that's not anchored, right?
It's not
that right there.
anchored. Mhm.
Yeah, because it would have to be up. It would have to be up here.
I mean, they fill a 20-foot cube, so
Yeah. I mean, it'll
Yeah.
definitely work. It just won't stay there for very long, right? If you post a spell, just to remind everybody,
Yeah.
including myself.
Mhm. Yeah. I think for now that's fine. Honestly, I'm kind of looking at like Pearl because she's like there and I want to, it's my fault, so I kind of want to get her to go away. So I would also then go like kind of up here and could I like tap her on the shoulder and tell her to get back, or is that too much?
I mean, that's a command, so that's kind of what we
Mm.
usually use if you're going to direct an NPC. Sorry, so just to be clear, Laura, you want this web here now on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of them.
Mhm.
You want to roll their deck saves?
Mhm.
The first one is going to be this unusual looking one. Okay.
Nice.
Well, I think they're
Very
all.
nice.
I think it's yeah.
That works.
Yay.
And as soon as that happens, Maliborn goes, "The arrival of Lolth," and he drops to his knees and starts genuflecting.
Oh. Jesus.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, they've got their men trained.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Anything else for Byleth?
Well, I would kind of like her to go away, but I don't think that's possible.
Okay. So
Comment.
she's Pearl. I guess it's Pearl's turn. Pearl's
Mhm.
going to scoop up the egg that you had thrown at this knoll and try to protect it with her body. She knows that she's in danger here, but she also doesn't want to turn her back on these two, even though they are. Well, I guess she can run away. All right, she's going to try to run away.
Well, she can disengage, can't she?
Not if she's. Well, yeah, I guess she could just engage. Okay, fine. We'll say that she just disengages because she knows the. Unlike some people, she's actually read the combat rules. And
I've read them. Just don't remember them. Two different
I
things.
didn't name any names. It's...
It was all very clear.
Okay. This guy is going to shoot. Who's he going to shoot? He will shoot the one all the way at the top here. Go ahead and roll that attack there, Moxie or Susan.
Sure. Oh, snap.
And it sinks deeply into the trumpet mushroom, which gives out a little blare.
That's impressive,
It is impressive.
but not useful.
Talk about magic mushrooms.
Yeah. Poops. Having heard that several of you talk about eating one of his race, sinks further into the lake, but not too far. But he does take Ivy. Now, whether or not he's taking Ivy to be protective or as, like one of those people who's taking a hostage and using them as a shield by holding them up in front of him, you don't necessarily know. Let's see, there's only him, her. I think that's everybody, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the Knowles. Sponge actually and Shrieker will get back onto the boat just in case. Actually, Sponge is going to run over here and sort of lean up against one of the mushrooms and press his face and his hands against it, almost like he's communing with it.
Okay.
The Knowles. What are the Knowles going to do? I guess these 3 are going to try to get free of the web. Laura, why don't you roll their strength saves?
Ooh. 14, 18, and 11.
Yeah, I think 2 of them are going to get free. So this one's going to get free. This one's going to get free. And in fact, this one might actually get free too. No. Hey, what's your DC? Is it 14?
It's 13.
Oh no.
Mm,
Okay. Yeah, all free.
uh,
Anyway, your web went away. It will go away
yeah.
next turn anyway. Okay. Oops, he's not. Okay, and let's see. The other one, this one up here, is going to jump down and try to shoot, I guess, Moxie, because Moxie's closest. Rebecca, do you want to roll the attack?
Okay. That's a 10.
Okay, that'll probably, what's Moxie's armor class?
13.
Ugh. Okay, so that's 6 points for Moxie. These two were not webbed, so they'll attack Cracker, including the leader. Henrietta, do you want to roll twice for the leader? And Yoni, do you want to roll once for the other one? Oh, 1 and 3. Nice.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Sweet.
Another.
You guys.
Yeah. It's a good
Swings
one.
and whacks his buddy in the head, taking his head off.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good. And these two here will go up and attack Delin. Let's have 2 attacks there. Rebecca and Laura, do you want to roll one each?
10. I keep rolling
14.
10s.
Okay, you keep rolling 10s, but I think 10 might be enough, right?
Yep.
What's Delin's armor?
13.
What's your armor class? Yeah, so that'll be enough.
Yep.
Okay, so they'll hit. Let's call it 13 hit points total between the two of them. And after Rebecca's turn, shall we take a little break?
Sure.
Okay. All right, and that'll be their turn. A few more little ones suddenly appear and climb up onto the altar. They seem to be sniffing around Cud, and Cud starts mooing. I'm not lunch. Leave me alone. Stop it. That tickles. All right. Rebecca, what do you want to do?
I mean, first I'm going to move my spiritual weapon
Mm-hmm.
and do an attack against the one on top, up top,
Mm-hmm.
which is that's a 9. Does 9 hit?
No, not quite.
Okay. It just punches the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And
It gets a little wet, which it doesn't seem to like.
and I guess I'm also going to use a guiding bolt on the leader.
Mm.
That's
Wow.
a nat
Nice.
20
Love it.
Wow.
Yay.
Woohoo.
for 13 plus 18 radiant damage.
Wow.
Way to end a round,
Okay.
young lady.
Yeah.
And the next
uh,
attack against him, has advantage, I was going to say, but no.
It's dead.
the
No
the
need.
guiding bolt literally sears his head off. You're looking at it, and then the next moment, it's all you see is shoulders and a whip standing up there, and then suddenly there's just like a space, and the whole body just sort of crumples at Cracker's feet. And anything else for Orla?
Um,
You can take a bow
I-
for free movement.
Curtsy.
can I get here?
Sure.
Okay, then I'm going to get here, and I know we can like say one word, so I'm just going to scream and try to get this one's attention to me.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not allowed to
Oh.
scream.
You're allowed to scream. You kind of did a lot. You did a thing. You did another thing. You killed somebody. Yeah. Okay, fine. You scream. I'll give you a 50-50 chance to get his attention, so Cracker can have advantage.
Okay.
50-50. Go ahead and roll
Yes.
a d20 or something. Anything.
Okay, so
Low numbers succeed, high numbers fail. We'll turn it around.
that's a 2.
Sweet.
Oh, shit. Oh, fine. All right. Let's all take a break while I recover.
Al needs a drink and not
Pearl.
coffee.
I think Pearl needs to figure out what she's going to do with her life. She's had she's been looking for love in all the wrong places. That's the song goes.
A lot of
Um,
emotional damage.
Yeah. A lot of
It's all
emotional
Byla's
damage.
fault.
Her
She's
Facebook
going
page
to go to
is
court for child abandonment.
her Facebook page profile keeps changing from single to it's complicated. Okay, let's call it 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
Bye. Hi, we hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says "roll initiative," yell back.
Here.
Here, hold my earrings.
Here, hold my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
Henrietta,
Oh yeah, it's my turn.
it's your turn.
It's my turn. I think I'm gonna take some hits and jump up on the altar and try and free Cud.
Okay. Pow. Yvonne and Laura, let's have some attack rolls.
Oh, 16.
That's gonna hit.
5.
That won't hit. All right. Let's call it 7 points.
Mm-hmm. So, do I need to do an attack roll on the ropes? Or...
I mean, you don't have to roll to hit it, but just roll for the damage.
Okay, yeah. Do I want to bite it or claw it?
So as you climb up to it and you look at it, you realize this is not rope, it's sinew.
Ah.
Mm.
And
Nom,
as
nom,
you look
nom,
closer,
nom.
you realize it's Cud's sinew.
No!
It's what?
Ow.
They've
Like
cut
double-
him open with a small incision. It's not like surgical, it's messy, but they basically took a loop of his intestines and they pulled it out and he's wrapped around he's attached to the altar via his own sinew.
That is
How is
brutal.
he alive?
Okay.
You
Magic.
can be alive
big
for a very
boy.
long time.
Yeah.
Okay,
He was talking about tea.
he's tough.
Hmm.
Okay.
He's also very focused on tea. You haven't met Cud yet. He
Yeah.
really likes tea.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm not gonna try and bite or cut or anything since I see this.
He's like, I'm gonna nix that idea.
And I am going to attack this hyena instead. Just bite it. No, I'm
Okay.
gonna claw it. I'm gonna claw it.
Okay.
And
Wow.
that's a crit.
And that's enough.
Yes.
What?
And I'm gonna roar at the other two to try and kind of get them to move away from Cud.
And as you swipe at it, it goes flying into the water. Just limp and lifeless.
And I'm gonna
Very
move
good.
over there to be more intimidating towards them.
Okay. I just realized I put a thing on the altar. The altar's not damaged or webbed. Why is the altar? Okay. Yeah, they're very intimidated because they literally saw you disembowel one road into the ocean.
I'm just gonna lick my lips.
Tasty
Dinner.
snack.
Yeah.
Cud looks at you and says, "Dylan, is that you?"
What?
Can I say meow? Can a tiger
Yeah,
meow?
you can say meow.
I'm just gonna
Sure,
nod.
why not?
Just gonna nod.
Oh, it hurts. I have a belly. All
Poor
right,
Cud.
Cracker. I know.
Advantage on this guy, so I am not going to recklessly attack.
Mhm.
And I am still raging, obviously, and I am going to swing my great axe at that guy for 21.
Did I forget to roll with advantage the last time? Or have some of you guys roll with advantage? I think I might have.
I
Go
think
ahead.
you forgot, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to do it right now?
No.
You
You
want?
forgot
Okay.
your second attack. I forgot. It all balances out.
Okay, good.
21.
that.
Yes. 8.
Okay,
Unfair.
you are.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my second attack because I'm assuming he's not down. So it's 27. Oh, that's a
Yes.
lot better.
Ooh.
But you won't get the advantage on the second
Oh,
attack.
no, I won't. Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, even though he's
So-
distracted?
On
Well, remember
flanking?
we talked about this. Yeah, the flanking only applies to the first attack.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was
Yeah.
for all attacks.
Well, I mean, if you
You
think
hit him
about
once,
it,
he looks at
right?
you. Yeah, you're right.
It's like,
It's like, oh, yeah, there you are.
Well,
yeah.
it's also this, right? If you have reckless attack and the reckless attack payoff is that you have advantage, but the downside is that you have to take disadvantage anytime anybody else is attacking you, but somebody else can replicate the advantage without the disadvantage, and they can do it on more than one attack, then what's the point of ever really using reckless attack, right?
Good point.
So I don't want to step on your class abilities by allowing everybody else, the wizard, the bard, the cleric, the freaking mushroom, right?
Good call. I'm okay
Okay.
with that.
Okay, cool.
Moxie, because of where
Moxie?
she is.
Moxie is really in trouble, actually.
Well,
she's
just a little bit.
she's out there like in the front line, surrounded by 2/3 enemies, and
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, because she's semi-surrounded, she's just gonna go for it and thunderwave away.
Yeah, unfortunately, so because of the positioning, you're only going to get 2 of them. You can
That's
choose
okay.
which 2. Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'll take this one and
Sorry.
one.
Okay, right. The 2 to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Roll some saves.
Mm.
Okay, so
They both.
Huh? What?
No, I said there's a nat 1 in there. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, definitely one of them is going to take the full brunt of it and get blown back. And technically, the web is still there, so you can roll the. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's going to go away in a second. So, if that's okay with you, Laura.
Yeah, sure.
The other one's going to take half damage, I suppose, and not get blown back. Very good.
All right.
Anything else?
We're going to give one of our bardic inspirations to Mira.
Oh, sorry. The other one
Yay.
actually should also take full damage. I apologize. It isn't. I thought it had a bonus to con, but it doesn't. So, okay. So you're giving bardic inspiration to Mira.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Moxie, you now don't have anybody around you, so if you wanted to, you can.
I'm going to definitely do said movement and move
Okay.
back down here.
Yeah. No point dying on the.
Back to your eye candy.
Yep. I gotta protect the Maliborn.
Yeah, maybe he
Okay.
looks like he needs some comforting. What?
Kind of wipe his shoes off, get the rest of the fish goo off his shoes.
He's busy genuflecting. He thinks that Loth has appeared because webs have suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on his hands and knees. Mira?
Yeah, Mira is going to use magic missile on one for each 3 there on top, which I for some reason can't select. Oh, maybe because I have my
You're using
This
the
one,
ruler.
this
Yeah.
one.
mhm.
and this one. So
Okay.
each gets 1.
You're spreading them out, which is what I always tell told Maddie not to do, but that's okay.
Sorry, my brain had to recalibrate for a second there. That sounded really wrong.
Oh, you do you.
Huh?
You do you.
Yep.
No. I'm just saying, mathematically, it usually adds up. It's better to just concentrate all your damage on one enemy, but it's perfectly fine if you want to do the way you did. What's the 3 d20s for?
If I'm going to hit, no?
So Magic Missile is a very rare spell in that it never has to roll anything. It just does damage.
Oh, okay.
But
Oops,
you have to
sorry.
roll. No, you don't have to apologize, but just read the description. It's set up so that there's no attack roll. So it's one of those spells that does damage, but it doesn't actually require any saves. It doesn't require an attack roll. Just a little bit of metagaming from a tactical point of view. It's actually very useful. It doesn't do that much damage, but it's very useful to disrupting spellcasters in 5th edition because of the concentration checks it forces. So technically, even though you cast one spell because you had 3 magic missiles, it's 3 concentration checks. So if you have a spellcaster enemy, they're concentrating on something really horrible, you can try to disrupt them very easily with that. Okay. So roll 2 more to get the damage rolls for each of them.
It's the D4, right, for the damage?
So technically, according to the spell, although it doesn't say that here, it's supposed to be 1 roll for all of them if you're rolling for 1 enemy. But if it's for 3 different ones, you would roll 3 different ones. You would just
so I'll roll 2
hit
more.
the spell 3 times. Yeah, but historically what we've done is we just roll each one separately, regardless of how concentrated your attacks are. Good. 5, 3, and 2. So that's what you did. Yeah. And you're required by law to make the pew pew sound. Pew pew pew. That was 4. You only shot 2. Take back a pew. You had one too many pews.
Stifling my creativity.
Sorry. That was stupid.
I got it.
Wait.
That's hilarious, though.
Henrietta did a pew backwards. Yeah, exactly. All right. Anything else for Mira now that she's pew-pewed her way through?
She is staying on the boat. She just wants to get out and just stays on the boat.
Okay, very good. Byleth.
Yeah, well, Byleth's septum has been itching for quite some time, and now there's this ugly hyena thing standing in front of her, and she just has to sneeze. So she sneezes, and acid comes out. So I'm gonna use my breath weapon.
Okay. I'm gonna move this out of the
3
way.
damage.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Byleth, you clean your new piercings, otherwise you're going to get infected.
I'm trying to.
I'm gonna check that after.
You
Thank
need
you.
to use a salt solution.
You can get 2
At
of them
least
if you
once a
stand in the
day.
right spot.
Like here.
Yeah. Or if you stand here, you can get cracker.
Hey.
Or if,
Worth a thought.
or if you go this way, you can get Cracker, Orla, and one of the Knolls. That would be quite a lot.
That would be cool.
Or you could even go this way and get Pearl and Mira. Then
No.
Pearl would definitely get the message at that stage, I think.
I'm getting them.
I'm throwing
and
away her eggs, didn't?
I'm trying
Apparently
to look
not.
really cool, but it's only 3 damage. But well,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, let's see if it works. Let's see how much it really is, because if they save, it's only 1. Go for the saves.
Yeah.
One of them kind of looks like he got a little bit of a facial at the spa. The other one looks a little bit more badly seared. Very good. Anything else for Byleth?
I'm gonna look a little ashamed. That damage. But other than that, no.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Quotoa. Pearl. Poor Pearl. What does Pearl do? Pearl is going to slink into the water. She's keeping her head above to keep an eye on what's going on, but she's staying out of sight. Actually, she's going to hide up behind the rock there. This guy, and Pearl's going to say something in her little fishy language. Poops and Pool is going to respond in fishy language. Those of you who are still linked telepathically can sense what Poops is saying, although, of course, you can't understand Pearl. And Poops says, well, of course I can mate with you to prolong the species. And at this point, the other guy hears it and looks at all of you and looks at Pearl and then says, and he runs over and he seems to stand there sort of protectively around Pearl. The gnolls. Okay. Well, there's quite a lot going on here. We've got two little ones up on the dais. Or the altar, I should say. We've got two more up here. Two more over here. And then three in the top. I feel like these ones are going to try to keep going at Delin, especially now that she's threatening the sacrifice and the two cubs. This one is going to attack Orla. This one will attack Byleth. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to Orla. This one go to Orla. And this one will move over here. They're all going to attack Orla. Orla is the biggest threat, really, so far. So let's have two attacks. Yvonne and Laura, why don't you each roll an attack on Delin?
12.
10.
Looks like they're both going to hit. Shall we call it 15 points? And okay.
So if the black one attacks me, I'd okay, that sounds really wrong. If the if
this one?
yes, if this one attacks me, I'm going to use my warding flare.
Okay. Well, it doesn't. I mean, he does have more dark armor. I mean, I'm not sure that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I'm just zoomed it back out so I can see the altar. So it just looks really dark.
It is dark. It is it's got black armor. I mean, I'm not sure that we can say anything other than this one has more orangey fur. What's that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that one's going to have warding flare, so it'll have disadvantage. Go ahead, post warding flare, please, as always. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage there. I was going to say Rebecca. Susan. So 2 dice. And Yoni and Henrietta, why don't you roll 1 each? Okay, so the warding flare successfully protects you. That one misses. That one misses. Henrietta, roll an attack against Byleth. And I'm going to have Yvonne roll the last one from this guy. This one against Orla.
2.
Wow. I don't think any of those hit. Yoni was rolling for against Byleth, right? That might. Yeah, that's going to hit, I think.
I thought that was Henrietta. All right, yeah.
Oh, was
probably.
that Henrietta? No.
I might have just
Yoni
wrong.
was running against Byleth, I think. Yeah.
I have
You
the
just said
armor
roll,
class.
so I just rolled.
Oh, was it Henrietta then?
I don't know. I can take it.
Okay, it'll be
I
6
have
points.
13.
Hey, no matter. Okay, that'll be 13 points. Or no, it'll be 6 points.
Right.
And the two little cubs are going to cower and move away from Delin. Delin, do you want to use your attack of opportunity?
Hell yeah. I don't care about the cubs.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
13,
Yeah, 13's going to hit.
14.
And that's going to
Seven.
kill one.
On the other side.
Just swipe.
Yep.
Never had a chance. Okay. Orla.
I am going to move my spiritual weapon here and attack this one.
Okay.
That's a 10.
Yeah. It dodges it out of the way.
Okay. And I guess I'm going to use Burning Hands.
Ooh.
Wait, it's a 15-foot cone. So who can I get?
Well, it looks like you can get 2, depending on where you decide to go. Oh, maybe you can get 3.
Yeah.
Can you get 3?
I think she could get
Where would I?
one with me. The one.
Yeah, I'll say you can get these 3. 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Okay. Cool. Oh, da, da, da.
Crispy fried Noel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are you clicking on
Yes.
something?
I'm searching. I have too many spells, and I that's yeah. So should I roll the saves? The 3 saves?
Sure. Yeah.
18, 4, and
Ooh.
19.
Okay. So this one's going to be toast, no pun intended. And this one is actually also going to be toast. And this one is not going to be toast. But they all smell absolutely disgusting and or delicious, depending on your point of view.
Dylan's
right,
like,
this-
ooh, crispy fried Noel. Snack time.
Yeah. And Rebecca, does Orla say something when she casts all these powerful fire dealing spells?
She's just gonna be like, fire, nice.
What?
Fire, just fire, nice and warm.
Oh, right. Okay.
Or I made fire.
Right.
Light 'em up,
Very
up,
good.
up, light 'em up, light 'em
Yeah.
up, on fire.
There we go.
When you cast fire spells, you can do that. Dylan.
Yep. I am seeing that the other cub fleed a bit. I am going to step off the altar, and I think I have 20 feet now. Let's see. Yes, 20 feet. I'm going to make a pounce attack on this one.
Oh,
So I'm
wow.
going to run towards it and just and do a pounce.
Okay. Right.
And I miss. Why do I always miss on the freaking pounce attack? That's so cool. It never works.
Apparently, you need to practice your pouncing, young lady.
Apparently. Never works.
Sorry. So unfair.
Yeah.
We need
well.
to get like a red laser to make you practice.
Yes.
And in all fairness, the null, this one gets an opportunity attack because I stepped down first to get the distance
Right.
to make a pounce.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and roll that one, Yvonne.
Alrighty. 4.
All right. Yeah, it's so surprised by your move. It completely misses. Well done. Cracker.
Okay. So I am recklessly attacking this guy here with my great axe. Swing. I got a 19, the 14, and do we know if he's down?
Yeah, that'll be enough.
Okay, and so I turn then to this one,
Mm.
and I take my second swing. Oh, sorry, advantage off. Sorry, just take the
It's
first one.
okay. It's all right. It's okay.
25? 25 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
I hope so.
And that'll actually be enough as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Wow. See what happens when you use your second attack?
I know, but I pay attention when I have some
Things-
tea. Yeah, I'm good.
And all I can think is "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" is Cracker's new theme song.
Very good. Okay. Anything else for Cracker?
Nope, I'm just right there.
All right. Moxie's turn.
Moxie's turn. She is going to, on this lovely young lady up here, cast Shatter.
Uh-huh. Can you change that so that it includes
Yeah.
the spell description automatically? And
I
please,
thought
guys,
it-
when you add spells, just double check everything. Run it all once. Okay. Each creature in 10-foot radius sphere. Right. Okay. A 10-foot radius sphere. So that'll include Orla. Okay. I mean, you can roll for the one up there, and Rebecca, you can roll for yourself.
Okay. That's a con save?
Looks like it. Yep.
It should include this one as well then, if it includes Orla.
Oh yeah. Yep. Go ahead and roll that one as well. Yep.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay. Susan,
Or
you're
do I-
rolling
do
again,
I-
right?
Yes.
But do I
Yeah.
use my inspiration? Ah. I'm not. You know what? I'm not using my inspiration. I'll just see what counts.
Okay.
Yay.
That's a 16.
That's good.
Okay. So that was 18 points of damage if they failed. And your spell save DC is 13. So, okay. So this one, and there's no other side effects. It's just damage, right? Susan?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, and this one's going to fail. It's yeah, so that'll be enough to finish off this one. It literally just explodes, and Orla, of course, takes half the damage, so she'll take 9.
It's splattered with no guts.
Yeah, Orla and Delin are all covered in grossness.
I shake it off.
Okay. Anything else from Moxie?
That is it for the time being, sir.
Okay. Mira.
Mira is going to use Chill Touch on this one.
Okay.
Which is probably going to miss.
It's going to miss.
I have not hit anything this session.
I don't know.
I just keep missing.
It
After
also
that
would have
19
Damage.
initiative. Hmm.
and it also would have just been 1 necrotic damage. It would have been so little.
Mm.
Yep.
Mira's just on the boat, like shooting randomly.
Yeah. Don't forget you've got a bardic inspiration for
Well-
next time.
I mean, at least you didn't attack your fellow friends.
I am bad for that. I'm just like, whatever. I'm gonna take my spells and just blow everything up.
Well,
yeah, no, it's fine.
it's the first time you use it, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
the first time I've used
So
Shatter,
you
so
can just say
didn't
that.
know what was it gonna do.
Yeah, didn't know how
Well-
far it went.
Lesson learned.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Mira's
Mira
going to
stands
sulk
there.
on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to sulk.
Pearl just looks at Mira.
Like, in what way? With admiration.
No, definitely not admiration.
Is she moving
Then
on
you-
from
then
Violet?
You attack them. Like, she's not doing anything. Like, I don't need a woman to validate my self-worth except someone.
She just looks at Mira and goes, bloop. All right, Byleth.
Bloop you too. Bloop you too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here, I think, because
Mhm.
yeah, better view. I don't know. And then I want to cast Mind Spike on this one.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast that.
Mm.
Mhm. 13 save. So it's
Mhm.
half damage. 6.
Mhm.
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 Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mhm. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Very good. Yeah, she grabs her head. It's, she looks like she sort of grabs her head and leans forward. It looks like she's kind of in pain. But then she stands back up again.
I get knocked down.
Very
Did I
sad.
get-
You gotta get up again.
Chumbawamba. Anything
Yep.
else for Byleth?
Some tub thumping
Um,
for the win.
No.
Okay. The Quotoa are basically hanging out there. Hoops and Pool and the other fellow seem to be pushing each other and pointing at Pearl. And Pearl seems to have both hands out like, guys, calm down. The remaining gnolls. This one will... I think this one's going to try to jump up there and slaughter Cud.
I'm
So,
gonna.
Delin, you get your chance.
Yep. 12. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, he gets up there. Why don't you roll the attack on Cud?
If he dies now, I'm gonna rage quit.
Oh,
Fucking.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Actually, it should be with advantage, so you might as well roll just in case it gets a nat 20.
Don't you dare.
Phew.
All right. Well, he's going to take some more damage, but,
I'm not dead yet.
he's not dead yet. But he's not looking good. I mean, he's literally got his entrails out. This one is going to... She's not actually surrounded, so she's going to run and jump into the water. She's still visible, but she's in the water.
Ivy, you're up.
What? That's a tiny little squid?
Yeah.
Yep.
would take a while.
Okay. Yeah. And the little one is going to also jump in the water. Orla.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm next to Cud.
Mm.
And can I use my my necklace to cure wounds him?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
He gets 7 hit points back.
Okay.
And damn it. One's close.
No, nothing's in range for you.
Yeah.
But you can move
I'm-
him closer to something.
I'm moving it closer.
Cracker. Help Cracker stay raged.
Yeah.
Bonk.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Delin.
I am going to take a step back to get the 20 feet, and I am going to try and pounce again.
Okay. Keep going at it.
Yep.
Sooner or later.
Yay!
Mm.
I hit at least. Let's see if he's down.
Yeah, I mean, he's before you even managed. I mean, you pin him, but he's also dead. So
Well, I'm not gonna
I'm gonna
stop.
clap.
I'm gonna make sure he's dead. So I'm going just going at it, ripping out everything I can. And then I'm just gonna take him in my mouth and just throwing him away to the side. And I'm going to use my bonus action to go out of wild shape and kneel beside Cud.
Okay. Right. Oh, Delin. Oh.
Cud.
He looks at you and says, "How have you been?"
Better than you, I think.
Yes. I've had better days. Okay, Cracker. Now, there's nobody within range of you. You can still see these other two. You could also run and jump into the water like what they both did. Or do something else.
Well, I think I'm just going to run up to the altar
Okay.
and see if I can assist somehow.
Okay. Are you dashing?
I am dashing.
Okay, so that's your action then.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Well, obviously, when you get to the altar, you see the scene. He's spread eagled out on his back. His intestines are out. They're looped around each of his wrists and ankles and tied to various protuberances on the altar. Short of a very extensive medicine check or investigation check or something, you won't be able to figure out how to unravel this Pandora's box of sinews and gore without basically killing him. Your first reaction presumably is, well, anything that's tied can be chopped. Probably not the best solution for Cud.
No, I think my first reaction might be, gee, those look like knots, and I have good survival skills. I know how to untie a knot.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, next turn, you can take your action and give it a try. I think that's a good idea. Okay. Does Moxie want to do anything?
See, they're way too far away for any of my spells. So, we're just going to. First of all, we're gonna sit here and deal with Maliborn and get him off the ground.
As soon as the spider webs disappeared, Maliborn stopped genuflecting.
Okay. Well then, there we go.
And it's like, where did she go?
We'll figure that out. She's not going to do anything at this point because she has no idea who this person is, and there are so many people up there that she figures that they know what they're doing more so than she does at this point.
Fair enough. Mira.
What are the Kuo-toa doing?
Well, you don't speak their language. Telepathically, you're getting a sense that there's an argument ensuing between Poops and Pool and the other two about the future of their race. It may have something to do with who has the right to spawn with Pearl's eggs.
Mira will have none of that and will walk towards Moxie and Maliborn because she does not want to be part of that conversation.
Okay. Does she want to do anything else with her action?
Well, she just tells Moxie something is going down there. I don't want to be part of it. Well, something is going down there and I don't want to be part of it.
Okay. Speaking of things going down and spawning and eggs, Violet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I also know Cut, so I just walk up to him and hi Cut, you don't look so good. And I can't do anything to actively support him, but I want to do a little bit of moral support. So I want to do a minor illusion with Cut drinking tea and being happy, and show it to him. Maybe that makes him happy.
I think that's a lovely concept. Yeah. Okay. What skill would that be?
Huh. Maybe.
What skill
Performance?
would you like it to be?
I would like it to be Arcana.
Okay.
Sounds reasonable, I think.
Well, especially in this case, since you're using all of
Mhm.
your skill to try to basically create an outcome that isn't actually beneficial to you in any way, it's just soothing. So
I
you're
think so
putting a
too.
lot of your effort into it, just like an artist might, who's doing something for religious purposes, right? Like they really care beyond just their basic skills or requirements for a contract.
Hmm.
Okay, so
It's a 13.
you successfully produced this image of Cud sitting there very in a very stately kind of position, his massive thighs crossed, sitting in almost like a cafe table, sitting there in Vienna, sipping a small cup of tea with a saucer underneath, delicately. Does he have his pinky out? Is he
Yes.
a pinky out kind of a drinker?
He is.
No. Okay. And Cud
Things
sees
that makes
this.
him fancy.
Yes, exactly. And Cut sees this and he goes, "Oh, ooh." And as far as you know, it makes him feel a lot better, although you don't see
Aw,
any visible signs of healing, obviously.
that's nice.
He certainly appreciates it. Good. Anybody? Okay, so who's next?
Violet is so wholesome.
She really is. She
Try my
really
best
is.
to help.
Yes. Who's next?
The
Was it
horny fish.
the horny fish? The horny fish?
I
It's
love it.
the end of their race. I mean, don't you think they ought to prioritize survival of the race?
Are they really only ones left? I mean, there were some who left, right? There was one who fled, and who knows?
Well,
Some
who
others might
knows
have
where
fled
they are?
too.
You don't know. Okay, so they are continuing their discussion. The Knolls. This one is going to keep slowly swimming. It's swimming very slowly. It doesn't seem to be very proficient at swimming. So even though it's kind of dashing, it's still making its way very slowly. Actually, it's not going that far because it's very small. This one, sensing that everything has gone terribly wrong for the rest of its compatriots, turns around, sees things circling it in the water, and a few more Quotoa pop up and just throws its arms up, crawls back to shore, throws down its weapons, and says,
"Don't kill me. I only did it because the rest of the pack wanted to raise more gnolls for Yunugu, but I don't feel the same as I did before. I feel different, and I don't think I want to be as violent."
Orla's turn?
Yeah. Sorry, my roll 20 was being weird because it was like, you know how the ruler sometimes disappears, so I just quickly reloaded.
Mhm.
Oops. How convincing does this guy sound?
It'll take you an action to do an insight check.
Nah.
Nah.
Well, I mean, I'm not attacking him yet. I'm just threateningly floating my spiritual weapon like, don't you dare do anything.
Oh, right. Yeah, fair enough.
And then I'd like to use my action to try to figure out and help Kurt get untangled from his intestines. I mean, I want them to be part of him.
Mm-hmm. You're not making sausage, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. I mean, what would you like it to be? What skill would you like to use?
Maybe. I mean, I have some options. Maybe it could be a perception to see how it is tangled and how I could best untangle it.
I would say that it's more likely investigation if it's going to be one of those types of skills because
Okay,
it's
cool.
more of a puzzle.
Okay. Insight?
That's more intent.
Since we're speaking about making sausage, survival.
Survival, I would allow. I would allow survival, investigation.
Medicine?
What did I say earlier? Medicine. I said medicine. Yep, that could work.
Yeah, I'm going with survival.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna straight roll survival. Let's hope I don't kill him. Okay, it's a 9.
Okay. Well, you haven't done anything, right? You just looked at it. You're just
Yeah.
trying to figure it out. You haven't actually tried. I mean, it's without knowing what a Gordian knot is, it's as close to a Gordian knot as you can imagine. Because as you obviously understand, aside from the fact that it's a knot, a bunch of knots, it's also complicated in the sense that you're a little worried about pulling too hard, even if you're not actually cutting anything.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
You
Alright.
did roll a 3
Yes.
with a +6.
Yes.
If only there were a way to give yourself an increase in your rolls for skills through, I don't know, inspiration
I was debating it. I
or
did need it
bardic
earlier.
inspiration
I don't have bardic inspiration.
or, one of these other things like cantrips.
Oh yes, I have guidance, and I forgot to give myself guidance.
Yeah.
I'm just so worried.
I know.
Yeah.
I
At the side
know.
of the side of like his insides.
It's very
So
stressful.
I'm just going to
It's basically twisted your insides in knots.
yes. I'm just going to
Oh,
look at him like it's gonna be okay. I'm here.
His you didn't think that a minotaur could sweat, but his brow is very, very, very much soaked with what appears to be sweat and also possibly blood.
Why wouldn't the Minotaur sweat?
Because cows don't sweat.
hmm
They don't?
Okay, so Dylan.
No,
There you
I'm
are.
Googling this.
You Google. Seeing that Warla is there, and I know that she's amazing healer, I am going to step down of the altar and move over here. I'm gonna also throw a healing word to Cud as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it at level 2. So that's 6. Not much, but it helps. And I am going to ready a produce flame to hit the node. And I'm just gonna say, just give me a reason. Just give me one reason. I don't know.
Okay.
So if she does an aggressive act towards us, or any of my fellow travels said killer, I'm gonna hurl it.
Okay. A little bit much for a turn, but since the combat's effectively over, I'll allow it. The healing word seems to affect Cud by closing the wound from which his intestines have been pulled out. So now it's looking like a bad hernia.
Just well, I can push it in there. Just push it back.
Exactly. Cracker.
Okay, Cracker is going to use her inspiration. And do a survival check. Well, it's funny that you had that problem because that's exactly what I was going to do because I always forget. See, I'm paying attention. I'm caffeinated now. So I'm going to do survival check to see if I can untie one of his arms.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll allow you to figure out whether or not he can be untied in general. So,
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm seeing if I can untie him.
okay.
Okay, 13.
Yes. So, upon careful inspection, you realize that there is a way to do it because, of course, there had to be. Otherwise, it would have just been sinew that had been, like catgut, right? Which you can always create and use for something like a stringed instrument or something. But because it's not cut, there is a way to unravel it. And all you have to do is just sort of a bit like a boat knot, make sure that you unravel it in the right direction at the right in the right direct order, and then it all kind of flows through and it just becomes a gigantic skip rope of guts laying out in front of him. And as you untie him, he slowly and gingerly sits up and he starts to pull his intestines closer to him. And it's dragging on the floor and on the altar. It's picking up little bits of dirt and mushrooms and things. And he looks at it. He looks at the rest of you and goes, I could use some tea before I try the next bit.
I have some tea in my bag. Someone come and get it. I have actually
Okay.
written down a lot of tea. I bought a lot when we were in Port Nine, sorry.
He's going to take you at your word and he literally bites down and closes his eyes, and you watch him take his two very pointy fingernail fingers and slowly push the intestines back inside him. And after an agonizing few moments, it all seems to disappear. And he just sort of holds his gut with one hand. I think I better take it easy. Thank you. Thank you, Cracker.
You're welcome. That was horrific. Let's go get some tea.
Yes. Tea and something soft. Oh, who are these other people? It's Moxie's turn.
Moxie's turn. She's just kind of watching all of this semi in horror, like she has never in her life, even though what she had to endure to get here, seen something like this. She's just kind of shocked. And just watches and kind of does nothing else because she's confused.
Mm-hmm. And as she's doing that, Maliborn stands next to her and whispers, "What a waste of a perfectly good sacrifice."
In her shock because she has no idea what's going on, she kind of giggles.
Okay.
Not intentionally wanting to agree with him, but the giggle sounds like she kind of does.
Right. Okay. Anything else for Moxie?
No, sir.
Okay, Mira.
Well, Mira also just like dumbfounded. Was like, what the fuck? And when Maliborn says that, she starts laughing hysterically. Like she can't hold it in. She laughs hysterically.
I didn't
tears in
cast
her
hideous
eyes,
laughter,
like-
I swear. It wasn't me.
Like she can't catch her breath. She's just like, oh my god. And that's her. She's just laughing hysterically.
Okay. Byleth?
Are there other things on the altar, or is it just him?
I need more pearls.
Man, you guys, honestly.
Girls gotta make a living.
Well,
They got the
yeah.
guy off
know?
the altar before they started looking for pearls.
There's nothing else on the altar that's what you would call treasure. There's a lot of what appears to be sort of dried viscera, which suggests maybe this altar has been used for other sacrifices. I mean, you might think it's treasure
Jerky.
if you're into that kind of thing. Yeah, exactly, jerky. You might think that. but it's not like there's piles of glittery, shiny stuff.
Eh. Yeah, that's not really interesting to me. I just want to talk to Cut then and say, hey, we haven't seen you since, you took that one enemy down with you. I thought maybe you weren't alive anymore. I'm really glad you are. That's great.
Oh, I'm glad I'm alive too, and that you're all alive. Yes, that horrible creature with the claws. We were washed into some sort of river. Seems I'm always falling into rivers. Well, we swam around for a bit. I managed to break off its claws and I killed it, and then I rode on its back like it was a kind of a log canoe and used the claw as a paddle. And I ended up around here. And then I was walking around for a bit, and actually I found some more of my people. But they invited me to stay, but they've become very violent, or at least I think they are violent. Perhaps I've become less violent. And I walked around and I found a very large building. It had some very interesting people in it and other things that were not people. It was full of what you call books. I thought of staying there. They asked me if I wanted to stay. It seemed like a nice place, but I wanted to find you, so I kept going. And I found this stream that led to the big lake again. And I got tired of rowing, so I decided to take a nap here. I thought I would have some lunch, maybe find something I could make tea out of. And I woke up and some of these creatures were here, and one of them, and he points his finger at the one that surrendered, that one was rifling through my pack, eating some of my black mold. I think it thought it was a snack. Anyway, they grabbed me and tied me up here after they pulled out my guts, and they were about to sacrifice me to their god, I think. Luckily, you came along.
Those are some mad survival skills. I'm really happy for you.
Yes,
And
you too. High five.
And he puts
High
his hand up,
five!
and he's like 8.5 feet tall. So when he high fives, all you do is hit his armpit.
I'm trying really hard though.
And he instead of lowering his hand, which would have been the normal thing to do, he actually like sits down so that when he high fives you, now it's like the same level.
Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah. Don't make me laugh. That hurts.
Okay, the Quotor seem to have come to an agreement. You see Pearl swim over to a corner and disappear briefly, and then Poops and Pool and the other Quota also swim over, and they all disappear briefly. And then they come back up. And as they do, you see also with them a large pile of what appear to be very brightly colored round objects that look like the eggs that Pearl was giving Byleth, but they've changed color now.
You mean Ménage à trois?
Well, she's got enough eggs. You can split them. You fertilize the ones on the left. I'll fertilize the ones on the right. The one surviving knoll that isn't crazy, and this one disappears into the dark lake. Not because it's too far away, but simply because it's basically been swallowed up into the darkness. This one, accompanied by the two other Quotoa, they come closer. Hands up, obviously not trying to be threatening, keeping in mind that Delin basically gave her a warning. And she says,
You don't need to kill me. I'm just trying to survive. I'll go on my way and I won't hurt you.
That voice is very suspicious.
It's just my resting bitch voice.
Touche. Touche. I'll give you that one.
All right. Anybody want to do anything? She's basically made a comment and you guys can respond, but if you don't want to, that's fine.
I'm going to ask, did I hear that right and you ate some of the black mold?
I thought it was some kind of jam.
Is it affecting you at all?
Well, like I said, I don't feel as violent as I used to.
Because I'm just saying, if you think it's gonna kill you, we can put you out of your misery now.
What? No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
And she backs away from you
thought
like a
you-
little bit nervous.
You see the
I thought you
ball
were going
flare a
to,
little bit.
I thought you were going to say we can heal you, and then you didn't know. You went the complete other direction.
I can't heal the black mold.
I'm not crazy. I don't need to be killed.
And she starts backing away into the ocean again, into the lake. Anybody else want to say anything?
Well,
Nah, just let her go.
Mira is just staring at the Minotaur. She's just like, what the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is
Mm.
he?
It's
I think
Cud.
people deserve a second
Who the
chance.
fuck is Cud?
Well, okay.
Me.
So let's go back to the turn then. Rebecca, Orla?
Can I do an insight check to see if he's actually feeling okay?
Cud?
No. The
Oh.
Knoll.
Oh, okay. Well, this is a female Null, by the way. Not that you can necessarily tell, but it is a female. She is, yeah, go ahead and, like, when you say feeling okay, what do you...
Like that she's not being, like, also that she's not lying to us about anything she's saying, that she's feeling more peaceful, but that she's not actually feeling like she's dying or gonna hurt, or like just feeling super weird from the mold.
So there are a lot of different things there, not to be difficult, but
Yeah.
okay, obviously is relative, right?
Yes.
She's obviously injured. She was injured in the fight, so she is bleeding and everything. You can roll an insight check. Okay. Yeah.
That's a 21.
So you're not super familiar with gnolls as a race. From what little you may have gleaned from everybody else's reaction and the people from this, obviously Orla's not familiar with anything other than humans, but the people who seem familiar with gnolls all seem to think gnolls are very, very violent and very aggressive. This is definitely not a creature that is violent and aggressive, and she doesn't even seem like the gnoll that spoke in common about sacrifices. That said, she doesn't seem to be deliberately trying to mislead you. She has surrendered her weapons. She would be in a very, very weak position if she was trying to deceive you.
All right, then I'm just going to like wave my spiritual weapon as like a goodbye thingy, like, okay, bye then. I believe
Okay.
you.
All right.
It's my turn.
All right. At that point, she's going to offer to join you if you want, or she can leave. The rest of the Quotoa, though, gather together, and after collecting the fertilized eggs, they dig a little pool, a little hole, which they fill with water from the Dark Lake, and they fill it. And they start, and they build a little, what appears to be a small platform with some of the rocks, but it starts to look a bit like a shrine.
Oh,
And
God.
they suggest that this will be their new home, which Poops and Pool passes along to you using the sponge's telepathic connection. They've given you some directions on how to get to where they think the next stage is, but over the course of the conversation with Cud, recounting his adventures, you realize that maybe he actually has been to Graven Hollow.
Yeah. And he's a Minotaur, so he can find his way back.
I have a very good memory when I'm not losing it in a river of blood from the Styx.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, could we just spend the night here and let me rest up and we can go tomorrow?
Sure, we can.
I would much prefer to go now.
Okay,
No.
fine.
No,
I'll
we're
just
No.
collect my
No.
guts.
And you see a little bit of intestine
Ugh.
pop back out.
We're gonna wait until tomorrow.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Oh, I'll be
Oh,
fine.
you'll be fine.
I'm gonna
I'll
Yes,
be
sit.
let's go to the
fine.
library.
I'm gonna sit down
Yes,
and I'm
you'll be
gonna
fine. Let's
start
go.
making some tea.
Yep, Sounds
Okay.
good.
Cracker, please, let's just go to the library.
Mira, toughen up, man. We need a bit of a break, and everybody
Yeah.
needs to heal. Did you
Yeah,
take any
Uh,
damage?
No, she stayed on the
No.
boat the whole time,
Yeah.
the little
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
And if we meet anything
You may-
else, we don't have enough power to defeat them.
Yes.
I'm
So I
pretty
think
But
spent.
we
you're
are gonna set a
outnumbered,
watch.
Chica.
Yes.
So
Can we
what
just set a
about
watch,
this?
though?
Yes, but what about this Knoll? Are we going to let her join us?
If she
Sure.
wants. But one wrong move and I am.
Are you so quick to trust her?
Quick to trust
I'm-
you.
Oh.
I mean, she
Well-
doesn't.
I've been here longer than she has, and I didn't try to kill you.
I mean, we also let Moxie stay, and she just tried to kill me. So
Wait, Moxie,
Yeah.
did you try to kill her?
And Byleth
Not
joined trying
intentionally.
to kill Satina
Yeah.
on the first day. So we are trusting people. We are.
Well,
Second
the
chances
Knoll-
are important.
Yeah.
she
the
does.
Knoll had
Yeah,
the intention to kill us.
I mean, she didn't really have a choice, I guess, if every of her species tried to kill us.
So
And,
if
I mean-
every one of your species jumps off a bridge, she'll jump off a bridge too?
I mean, probably yes, because they likely have a good reason to. And I trust that maybe there's something at the bottom that helps me stay alive. Also, she doesn't seem like she's lying. Like, and I can tell. I'm really good at like knowing if people are lying, and she doesn't seem like she's lying.
And people who eat
I'm
the
going
mold.
with the cleric.
Yeah. And people who eat the mold changes. Sometimes for the better, sometimes
But we
for the
don't know
worse.
how.
And I believe that I really don't like her, but I don't think she's gonna try anything. And we'll keep an eye on her.
Fine, but if she kills you, I will bring you back from the dead just to kill you again.
Sure, go ahead.
I
You
mean,
can
are
always
you?
try.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, true. You said you're a necromancer, so you might actually be able to do that.
Yes, I keep
Are we
promises.
sure she didn't eat any mold while she was hanging out on the boat?
Oh!
Not entirely.
No.
I
I'm
mean,
Pretty sure she might have been nicer.
I mean,
I was
I'm
gonna
al-
say,
I mean,
Did
I
you
can
just say
also.
I'm not nice?
well, you're
Well,
not
you-
acting so nice anymore.
I feel
I'm-
attacked.
Okay.
I think Am I the only reasonable person here? Why do we trust this? No, I don't even know your name. What's her name?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know her name. What's your name?
My
Are you-
name is Cracker. Short for Bone Cracker.
Second.
Okay, let's just kill her. Honestly,
Can
listen
we
to that voice.
do we have a different name that we can call you? We already have a cracker.
I've always been Bone Cracker. Cracker. My sister that you killed was Heckler.
So we'll call you Bone then.
Yeah, or Bones.
No, that's my father's name. Oh.
It's getting really hard for me not to kill her.
Fine.
As you guys take your long rests and you agree to bring Cracker stroke Bones along with you, and you head back off into the Dark Lake after a nice little break. You look back on the island and you see the Quotoa gathered around this small makeshift altar, chanting away. And you see a surge of light, and you swear you can spot from the distance just these tiny little things that pop up. They look like they're sprites or something that glows. They look vaguely familiar. And you see images of several creatures. Orla, Orla, darling, darling, cracker, cracker, Orla, Orla,
man.
darling, darling, cracker, cracker.
Where's my cult?
I was gonna say, where's Byleth and the others?
Apparently, we are not powerful enough to be turned into gods.
You get there.
See,
And that's where we're going to stop today.
Yeah, I was
That's
just
good.
gonna before the long rest. I was gonna do like a checking Byleth for her, like checking her septum piercing for any disease, because I have a ritual spell for that. For checking for infection.
Yeah, and if you're not gonna stay on the island to take a long rest, I'm going to loot all the gnolls to see if they have any gold and stuff.
Sure. We can do that next week.
Okay.
sounds like a plan.
Remember to loot.
Note to self:
To loot
don't forget to loot.
the gnolls.
Oh, boy.
Well, I have to write it down, or I'm going to forget it.
You do have to write it down or you're going to forget. And Poops and Pool just waves at all.
Oh yeah, we
He
didn't
sends a
even say goodbye.
telepathic goodbye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Poops.
Bye.
And and Pearl just looks back and starts secretly whispering, Violet. Violet.
Remember, no sacrifices. No humanoid sacrifices, at least. Only
Oh my god!
mind flayers.
Oh my god! Are we gonna have to fight each like ourselves at some point, as in gods?
That would be so cool.
Don't give him ideas.
Oh boy.
What do you mean? Don't give him ideas. I already have these ideas.
I was gonna say he's already like has them chanting their names. So I mean,
Yeah, you're not. Anyway, I hope you guys all had fun.
Yes.
blast,
Yeah, just
sir,
a quick
a blast.
question.
Tons.
Yeah,
Mhm.
how do you spell cud?
Ugh.
CUD.
CUD.
What?
As in, cows chew their cud.
Oh,
CUD.
and by the way, I googled it. Cows do sweat.
Not this cow.
Not being completely cow, we're gonna just say he doesn't.
Oh,
But his other half is
whatever.
Have a great week. Have a great week,
Bye,
ladies and Al.
everybody. Bye.
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 Right. Bye.